back in school? It's been some time, but I was at the founding of Black is Black at Frederick Douglass Park, way down there in Washington, D.C., the home of the largest slave auction in the history of the United States. Tonight, though, as I stand here and reflecting back across a lot of time, and one of these times when I've got time, we need to talk about not just Assata, but the Black Liberation Army, and I want to talk about it from Mississippi, which was invaded by the United States Army in 1981 because of an Assata network and the Black Liberation Army. I'd like to bring that to you as an editor from the Jackson, Mississippi Advocate at that time. It's not just Assata that we're talking about here tonight. We're talking about the Caribbean. We're talking about sugar that is too sweet for American taste buds. Hands off Cuba.
Right up.
Hands off Cuba. Let us not be naive. Let us not be naive. It is not Assata. It's America figuring out any way it can to invade the strongest opposition to imperialism in the last 53 years. And that is Cuba. Fidel may be aging, but Amilcar Cabral is right, Cuba lives on. And in that little huddle with Cuba is the nation that brought us the first democracy, the nation that showed to the world that the African prisoners of war who were chained and bound and forced into an enslavement could rise up, would rise up, and would overthrow the strongest military power on planet Earth at that time. What nation was that, young people?
Haiti.
Say it louder!
Haiti.
IT! In the name of the indigenous population that had once inhabited the island that were destroyed by French genocide. We come together this year with the nations of Central America, South America, and many of the Caribbean nations, including for the first time those who still speak as we do, the enemy language called English. And it is the enemy's language.
That's right.
So we will be gathering in Haiti May 31st through June 1 to talk about ways not just getting the United Nations and the United States and France and Canada and all of the imperialist powers out to Haiti. We will be gathered there, sisters and brothers, to talk about how we defend ourselves. I have some information on the back table. Meet me back there. We're still on the run to get people in there. But I also have with me other information. So please see me immediately after this meeting. I need to talk with you. And remember, the enemy's already got troops standing off in Spain, waiting to invade Nigeria. The United States government, under the leadership of its Negro president, Barack Obama, has troops waiting to invade Nigeria. Let us not be naive. It is about the destruction of the world and everything that's in it. To defend Haiti is to defend ourselves. To defend Cuba is to defend ourselves. To defend any freedom-loving people is to free ourselves. I say, let's bring it down in the name of freedom. Thank you.
Trip to Haiti for the conference, our second one, or is it our third one? So it will be really good and interesting to have a report back on that very important conference of the autonomous workers in Cuba, in Haiti and throughout the region, and also folks from Brazil. I don't see Larry Ham here, and I don't see Dave Quee here, but I would like to ask if you could bear with me, someone to come up to speak briefly, and that is Jose LaSalle. This is a brother. I can remember when I first met him, and he said, you know, I mean, stuff was so bad in my